This is the face of a guy that has never made it past day 10 in Minecraft Hardcore, still builds the standard boring oak wood house layout, never really messed with redstone mechanics, and still hasn't experienced everything Minecraft has to offer. And yes, I've been playing this game for 5 years and counting, but I have set myself a goal for this new year, to beat Minecraft Hardcore, see how long I can survive, and see everything I've been missing out on in this wonderful game. I will also have many other goals in this series to really test my Minecraft abilities. Will I be able to finally live out my Minecraft dream, or will this series go down like all my other one-off series? So let's set myself up for success in this series with some objectives for the first episode of this series. Objective 1, survive, plain and simple. I just have to survive to make this series go on. Objective 2, get iron armor and tools. Objective 3, find a diamond, or as many diamonds as I can find. Objective 4, find a future base location. Objective 5, build a not so standard boring oak starter house. With these objectives, I should put myself in a very good position to succeed, or a good position to die trying. Let's load up the world and see where I start out. I started by loading up the world and spawning in probably the worst biome possible, a snowy taiga. Hear me out. Besides the obvious nether biomes, snowy taiga, snowy plains, and snowy mountain biomes are the worst to build in due to lack of color, food, and just dealing with the snow. So I plan on getting out of here as fast as possible. I start out by doing what every great Minecraft YouTuber has done before me and grabbing some wood from a nearby tree. Next, I make my first crafting table of the series and make myself a wood pickaxe before mining cobblestone to get my first set of stone tools. I then make all my stone tools necessary besides the hoe, because who starts out by making one of those? And obviously a furnace. After making the necessary tools, I adventure out to see what this world has in store for me. And of course, my wonderful snowy taiga turns into an ice spike biome. I grab some nearby sugarcane and wander off until I find a nice cave, but decide I just want to get out of here. And rightfully so. The Minecraft gods have blessed me with the meadow. And as I get closer, I find my first bit of food. A pack of cows chilling just outside the meadow. I slay every last one of their lineage and get myself 10 raw beef and 5 leather in doing so. I adventure further into the meadow before finding a pack of sheep and killing off their lineage as well. Looks like I will be the only thing guaranteed survival in this series. From the sheep I gain 9 raw mutton and 6 wool. And yes, I only killed the white sheep because they have reigned supreme for far too long. I shortly found a pack of pigs and decided to let their lineage live on by the baby pig that is now mother, father, and uncle-less. Now with my lust for blood being quenched, I set my eyes on the abandoned portal I can see in the distance. I grab the sugarcane that was rudely placed in the way of me getting to the abandoned portal and find a Protection 1 gold helmet, Mending gold boots, Depth Strider 2 gold boots, Unbreaking 1 gold pickaxe, Fortune 3 gold hoe, and 4 pieces of flint. I destroy the chest and put my newly found Protection 1 gold helmet and Mending gold boots on before setting off on my adventure again. On top of a hill, I see the beautiful pink cherry blossom trees and decide to chop a couple down so I can grow them at my future base. But I decided to be smart and start smelting all the food I have gathered before climbing up the hill because I only have 3 hunger left. I set up a small base at the bottom of the hill and smelt a couple of the spruce logs I gathered to start making charcoal. While the wood is smelting to charcoal, I decide to craft my bed so I can sleep right as it turns to night to limit the amount of monsters that spawn during the nighttime. I go to chop down one of the nearby oak trees to get some extra logs to turn into charcoal. And instead of making a second furnace to start smelting the food, I decided it would be better to just stare off into the distance, like I was in some kind of rom-com movie. After the charcoal was done smelting, I decided to start smelting the food I gathered. Don't worry, I grabbed one of the oak saplings just in case I have to grow some more at my future base. Now, I wasn't going to add this part into the video, but this is peak Minecraft gameplay from past Winston. Waiting for the exact time I can go to bed without any mobs spawning and making the series easier on myself. I sleep the night off and head into day 1 where I grab the 5 cooked beef before going up the hill to grab the cherry blossom trees. On the way up, I find 14 pieces of coal and mine 1 tree before getting the sapling I need to grow more in the future. On the way down, I tested my luck for the series by picking up an egg from a nearby chicken and throwing it. A baby chicken spawns, which is a 12.5% chance of happening, which means my luck is good, but not great, which would have been 4 baby chickens spawning, being only 3.125%. But I'll take any luck I can get at this point since I only ever made it to day 10. Once I made it back to the makeshift base, I tore it down to continue adventuring the vast world of Minecraft. I grab a couple pieces of sugarcane on the way out before erasing most of the local farm life's lineage. In the distance, I see a glimpse of my second abandoned portal, so I make my way over to see that I now have my first golden apple, just in case I get myself in a sticky situation. A silk touch gold hoe, a flint and steel, 3 fire charges, and 2 obsidian. After looting the abandoned portal, I make my way down to the river to sail off to a new biome. I follow the river till I can't follow it anymore, putting us in a taiga instead of a crappy snowy taiga. I venture through the taiga and find some berries, harvest them for potential food source down the line or to use as decoration. After that, I continue venturing until I run into a birch forest, which leads me into ending more of the wildlife's lineage of pigs and sheep before having a peaceful sleep to end day 1. On day 2, I wake up and immediately feel a lust for even more blood, so I venture out and find some cows to quench the bloodlust. After brutally ending the lineage of most wildlife, I find myself in a regular forest that leads to the ocean. I run to the ocean side to try and find as much surface iron as I can, but get let down and only find one piece of iron to make a shield. Psych, I ended up finding 3 more just a bit further down before finding this massive cave. Against my better judgment, I decided to go down before making myself a shield. But this is where my luck takes a turn for the better. I ended up finding a really nice sized island that would be a great place to settle down and call home. This island is also not too far out from the mainland, which makes resource gathering a lot easier. My idea for this island is simple. Have tons of trees, which are cherry blossoms, azaleas, and flowering azaleas, gardens, rivers, ponds, bridges, and of course, a Japanese style village with a temple in the middle that I will call home. As I said in the intro, I've never really built a giant build before in Minecraft, so I'll do my best to add as much detail and texture to my builds as possible. But if you feel like something is missing or think of something I can add to my builds to make them better, please feel free to leave a comment down below explaining how I can improve my builds. As I was scouting out the island, I found 2 more pieces of iron on the edge of the island. After scouting out the island, I found a nice flat chunk of land to set up my temporary base for now. I then decided to make 2 more furnaces to speed up the process of smelting my newly acquired iron ore and food. As my food is smelting, I run over to the only tree on the island to gather some wood. After grabbing some wood, I start breaking some grass to get seeds for a farm. This farm is very vital for my survival because it would give me a backup food source, but more importantly, gives us the ability to breed animals. I then collect some of the food that has been cooked before heading off to bed to finish night 2. On day 3, I woke up and decided I need more wood, so I started planting all the saplings I got from the only tree on the island. At this point, all the food was fully cooked, so I decided to smelt my iron ore to start making tools. I first decided to make a shield to be smart and protect myself from any unwanted attacks. It's not the fact that I've never made a shield before, but the fact I never end up using it when I actually need it, like a creeper exploding or a skeleton shooting arrows at me. After the last bit of iron was done smelting, I ended up making an iron axe, pickaxe, and shovel. And for some reason I just ran around for about 1 minute. No, I was not thinking about anything. I was just running to run. Good thing editing is part of YouTube videos because most of you would have clicked off after the other 20 times I've done this. But after running around the island, I decided why not to go and explore the new land around my island. So I swim over to a sandy hill and run ashore before finding 12 pumpkins. I gathered the pumpkins and continued to run around exploring before just heading back after not finding anything. I know, so exciting. What a great adventure I just had. But wait for this. I decided to make a random bed and store the bed in my chest. Like, why did I create another bed when I already have one? I honestly have no idea. After making the extra bed, I ran over to the stone part of the island to gather some more surface coal. I am able to grab 32 pieces of coal before having to run back home to go to sleep. And that is day 3. Hopefully the next day can be a little bit more productive. On day 4, I decided it was time to take a real adventure and go mining to check off more of my objectives for the first video. I will also need to collect different types of woods and decorative blocks on the way to help with the island. I start my adventure by taking down my base cord so I don't lose this wonderful island. I then hop in my cute little pink boat and start to sail off as the pretty princess that I am. I sail to the end of the river and start to adventure on foot instead. I stop to get birchwood for a lighter wood pallet before making my way to the dark forest. I harvest 3 dark oak trees to gather wood for mining and to get 8 dark oak saplings. After waiting for all the saplings to drop, I make my way deeper into the dark forest before finding this beautiful cave. I head down the cave and start to mine coal to make some torches for my cave exploration. After collecting all the iron and coal in the entrance of the cave, I see the start of a lush cave that doesn't go much deeper than what I can see right now. This was perfect because I was going to use the azalea and the flowering azalea saplings to make trees and also leave them as saplings on the island to be mixed in with the cherry blossom trees. I decided to explore the left side of the cave entrance and found a cave that wraps around and slowly brings us to a giant underground ravine. And just so none of you ask in the comments, yes, I'm picking up all the ores besides copper as I explore around this cave. I just don't think you guys want to see all the ores I mine because it's going to be a lot. But for some reason I decided not to explore the ravine and just follow the original cave I was in. Luckily I found more sporadic lush cave before finding a fork in the cave. Luckily the left side had nothing in it, so I headed to the right side. I find even more sporadic lush cave that leads into 3 different directions. I decided to continue straight because I have a memory of a goldfish and don't want to forget which way is out. I then run into a giant lush cave opening, so I decided to stop and smelt the raw 11 iron ore to make a bucket to get down easier. So I make a furnace and start to smelt my ore as I go back into the cave to mine some coal I passed earlier. When I go back, the iron is done smelting, so I use the 8 iron ingots to make an iron chest plate before adventuring any further. I head down to the water stream to look around before turning around because a rogue skeleton arrow hit me in the face. I picked up my water and decided it was a better idea to go down instead of straight, hoping that this would lead me to the lush cave that I just saw. Luckily it did, But as I head down, there's a zombie waiting for me, so I kindly tell him to leave me alone. But he had backup the whole time, so I had to tell his buddy to leave me alone too. I quickly ran around to light up the cave with the remaining torches I had. And somehow, a skeleton found me, so I had to show him who I was. And you will be happy to know I did use my shield during this fight. This has to make up for the extra bed and wasting time running around aimlessly. After putting the skeleton to eternal sleep, I quickly craft up some more torches. As I'm lighting up more of the cave, a skeleton appears out of thin air and shoots me point blank in the face. I obviously made him go to eternal sleep just like his brother. And apparently the tropical fish didn't like my actions, so they all decided to join the two skeletons by their own accord. I didn't make them do that. I knew things were getting good when I found my first vein of gold, and boy was I right. Just a little further down I found my first diamonds. I get 4 diamonds out of the vein, but I just know there's gonna be more down here. I'm gonna also let you guys in on a little secret. I lied in the beginning of this video. I don't always lose my hardcore worlds to mobs. I mostly lose the world to myself not eating. Yeah, you heard me right. I forget to eat. You see, I'm missing 4 hearts and 3 hunger points, but I'm not eating to regenerate more hearts. Don't ask why, because I don't even know why I don't eat. Just pray that it never comes back to bite me in the butt. Like right now, a random creeper thought he could sneak up on me. Luckily, I used my shield to block his explosion. After exploring further down the cave, I lay my eyes on the second vein of diamonds. I get another 4 from this vein, bringing our total now up to 8. But not too far from that vein, I set my eyes on a new one. There's just one issue. There's a spider with a random potion effect below me. And hoping that the potion effect isn't strength, I decide to take him on so I can get those diamonds. After getting rid of the spider, I quickly made my way to the diamonds. Unfortunately, this vein only contained 2 more diamonds, bringing my total to 10. So I headed back to the mine shaft to loot the chest, hoping for diamonds, and I got 37 torches, 3 coal, and a loaf of bread. I decided to take a break and smelt the 58 iron ore. While that was doing its thing, I decided to explore more of this cave. Not too long after gathering the iron, gold, and redstone around me, I found another vein of diamonds. I'm on the first one before my pickaxe breaks, so I run back to make 2 new ones. Some new iron leggings, and to switch to iron boots instead of the gold mending boots. After that, I collect the rest of the vein of diamonds, bringing us up to 15 diamonds. I continue down the cave and stumble upon a spider protecting some diamonds. I make quick work of the spider that's trapped in the corner and collect my diamonds as a reward. Unfortunately, there are only 2 diamonds, bringing my new total to 17 diamonds. I continue down the cave before it opens up, so I turn back to collect my furnace. Since I still had some iron smelting, I decided to explore down the mine shaft some more. Luckily we did, because I found some more diamonds, bringing my total up to 22 now, which is just 11 away from making full armor and tools, besides a hoe, because don't waste your diamonds on any hoe. And further down I find 2 more to add to the collection. After those diamonds, I ended up finding another opening in the mine shaft, so I run back to actually collect the furnaces this time before moving on. And for some reason I didn't go to one of the 2 openings we've already found, but decided to go a different direction instead. Luckily I found another opening, so it wasn't dumb going another direction. While exploring further into the depths of this cave, I get the biggest jump scare of my life. A skeleton trying to hit me with a 360 no-scope. I quickly do a 180 myself and run away to try and regain myself. After regaining myself, I go back to fight the skeleton and he isn't there anymore, but his cousin zombies are, so I put them down for eternal sleep. And they thank me by dropping a carrot, so I don't have to find a village to start growing carrots now. As I'm adventuring, these diamonds try to hide from me, but they didn't hide very well. So I gather the 5 diamonds in the vein, bringing my new diamond total up to 29. And with my coal supply running low, we need to find the last 4 diamonds quickly. As I'm trying to find more diamonds, I run into a spider spawner. We gather everything that we will need from both of the spawner's chests. The big takeaway from these chests were the 2 saddles and the melon seeds. And don't yell at me for not grabbing the music disc. If I really want to listen to them, I'll listen to them on Spotify while I play. As I continue to explore, my torch supply is quickly depleting as I find another spider spawner with a name tag in the chest. And to my surprise, around the corner from the spawner is another diamond vein. But sadly, we only received 2 diamonds. The last 6 coal to make 24 torches, we need to find 1 more vein of diamond before we have to leave. And with 15 torches to spare, we find a sneaky vein around a corner. But this vein only gives us half of the diamonds we need to be set. Hopefully we're able to find some more before we run out of torches. Psych! I ended up finding the last diamond we needed. So I think it's time to head back home and, count my blessings while I have them. Psych, we are diamond hungry. What's better than 33 diamonds? 42 diamonds. Maybe I shouldn't test my luck anymore and actually head home now so we don't lose everything we've gotten so far. Now time to start the long stairway back to the surface. Don't worry, I won't make you watch the most painful 10 minutes of your life of me mining a staircase in pure darkness. On the surface, I am greeted with even more darkness and a zombie friend. Luckily, I made quick work of the zombie before heading back home. After my 5-minute journey back home, it is now day 7 and I am now safe and back at home base. I break the crafting table to place down some more furnaces to speed up the smelting process. I then begin to smelt the 31 iron ore that wasn't smelted in the cave with the 31 gold I found as well. As the ores are smelting, I decide to light up my island with torches. With my newly acquired wealth on the Minecraft world, I decided to make an iron hoe, not a diamond hoe, respectfully. I then start to break all the grass to make way for my new farms. We make a farm with 3 rows, one for carrots so we can eventually breed pigs, wheat so we can make bread and eventually breed sheep and cows, and melons because, well, why not? Who doesn't love melons? I then decided to surround the garden with berries to give us another source of food. We probably won't use the berries because they are annoying to eat, but it's good for decoration since that's what this whole series is about. After finishing the farms, I grabbed some torches to light up even more of the island to stop unwanted mobs from spawning at night, leading us to day 8. I wake up on day 8 and immediately tend to my farm, bone mealing carrots and harvesting the berries that grew while I was asleep. I then harvest the trees that have grown on the island to get wood for my house, followed by more time wasting due to me being scared to start my starter house. Since my block palette for the village and temple requires prismarine and I haven't seen an ocean monument yet, this starter house will most likely be destroyed due to not fitting the theme of the overall island. So I gotta think of a nice house to last until I make my future house that will be the centerpiece of this entire village. So I was thinking of making a cozy cabin that will have a storage room at the bottom with a bedroom and an enchanting table on the inside of the house. So let's start by gathering tons of resources to build this cozy cabin. Well, I was gonna use cinematic B-roll of me collecting all the resources and building the house like all the other Minecraft YouTubers, but I couldn't figure it out for the life of me how to do this without a mod. I tried using my girlfriend Katie's Minecraft account to join the hardcore world as a LAN server, but it wouldn't connect. So you'll only see the first person angles, which is hopefully something I can fix for future videos. But during this portion of the video, I just wanted to talk to you guys about where I've been, what I've been up to, and why did I stop making content for a while. And if you're new to this channel and you've never seen my face before, hi, I'm Yeboiwinston. I'm kind of the guy that made this whole video possible. And if you want to get to learn a little bit more about me and who I am as a person, feel free to watch this segment in its entirety. But if you don't care and you just want to see the final results of the house, just skip to the time on the screen now. But if you guys couldn't tell by my sporadic upload schedule, I've been very busy outside of YouTube, TikTok, and Twitch. With being in my final semester of videography school, working a retail job, having a girlfriend, and having to do an internship and video shoots, I couldn't find time to make my own personal content. But now that my schedule is a little more open and I have time to film, I decided why not get back into what made me fall in love with videography. So that's why I've been a little MIA for over a year. For what I've been up to as of recently, my girlfriend of 1.5 years moved in with me about 7 months ago, aka the girl named Katie that gave me her Minecraft account, and she brought her amazing boy bunny named Henry, who also moved in with us. And that's when we got our newest member, a girl bunny named Ivory, that we got about 6 months ago. Yes, your boy Winston is now a proud bun dad. And I have also made it to the last semester of my videography degree, which I plan to use to make videos like these the best that they can be. So that's what I've been up to. But since I was so caught up with my busy life, I forgot about the plan for this channel. My plan for this channel and pretty much all of my social media from the start was to post content that made people forget about the world they were living in and just relax and enjoy a laugh with me. But thanks to my girlfriend, close friends, and supporters, I was reminded of my plan and decided just do it. You love making these YouTube videos, so why not do what you love? So with my head on straight, I told myself to upload when I can and what I can, until I can upload on a schedule and upload specific videos. Hopefully this brings some insight to all your questions if you had any anyways, but I was just gonna say thank you for all the support on my last video, but I've been thinking about working on this Minecraft hardcore project for so long, and I'm so glad I get to bring it to light now. And if you guys enjoyed this video and want to see more videos from this series, go ahead and smash the like button so I can see the support for this series, and subscribe so you never miss another Minecraft video from this series. But now that we are finished with the main part of the house, it's time for the final reveal. Obviously it's not complete yet, and I will obviously work on the interior design, the chest storage down below, and also the porch in the next video. But for what we have right now, I think it honestly looks great, and I think everything else that'll be added to it will make it even better. But I think I honestly did really well for a guy that's always built a standard oak starter house. If you guys want to give any advice for the final build or what I can do to improve this house, comment down below so I can fix it in the next episode. But for the next episode, I think my objectives are pretty straightforward. Objective 1, start the villager enchanting process to make enchanted diamond armor. Objective 2, finish the storage room and decorate the inside of the house. Objective 3, go to the nether. Objective 4, get ready to go to the end. I believe these objectives would set us up to go into the end by episode 3. Hope you guys enjoyed episode 1 of the Minecraft dream, and I can't wait to see you in the next one. See ya.